feel like.
You know what I was thinking? I'm like, this would be like the best time for Vine to come back.
Yeah.
Because I'm like...
They're trying to bring it back. I think Elon's trying to
Nah,
bring it back.
Vine sold out.
Yo.
They sold out. They ain't come back.
But yo, Elon is so thing that he's got Twitter back, so like he's already in that digital
I feel like he made it kind of worse though. If you go to Twitter, it's just bare bots. Like the algorithm is weird.
Do you know like from
porn?
Your timeline different.
Yeah. You know how much it costs to get certified to be a lash tech?
How much?
It's like 3 bands.
3 bands.
Oh,
I was dating a girl when she was last tech. She made like 10K a month on no cap.
Is she making that now?
I don't know. That's my ex.
I said the free promo. Don't know.
They wanna enter the matrix mode. They wanna dress in designer clothes. They wanna cover in diamond gold. They want somebody to save their soul. They wanna enter the matrix mode. They wanna dress in designer clothes.
What's good, guys? This is your boy Sima, your boy Delux, your boy Ronto, your boy BlckkStar, and we have a special guest in the building. Tell the people your name.
Wagwan. My name is A.Y. Lawson, artist, producer, creative. Just another Toronto man.
Yep.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for you. Yeah.
This is another episode of Maybe It Gets Better podcast, powered by Stay Hungry Network.
How'd you get into music in the first place?
To be honest, music has always been like a part of my journey, like just in general, like poetry, like it's kind of what I started at like school, but then after I started writing poems, started performing at like talent shows in like middle school, and then started working with beats after that. Then as I got older, I'm like, okay, this is an actual thing that like I have a skill in. So then started making more music, putting out more music. Then we had like SoundCloud and all the apps sort of come out, started uploading music. And then I think since like 2015, it's probably been like 10 years where I've been like releasing music like for public, and like I usually like try to produce everything, do everything myself. So it's really just been like that like organic process of just like using the tools that I have access to. Yeah. So.
I know, that's a long time. It's 2015. Yeah. Okay, been slowly grinding.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We out here. We slowly in the game.
Yeah. So, what's your process? So you said you produce too?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so what's your whole like process for recording a song?
My process is chaotic. I'm not gonna lie.
Late nights.
Yeah, like I told this guy I went to sleep at like 9 a.m. this morning.
Oh my
No, trust me, it's bad. Right now is winter time.
Yeah.
My sleep schedule doesn't exist. My sleep schedule is when the song is done, or at least good enough to the point where okay, when I wake up in the morning, I can continue from where I left off. Because really, for me, a lot of my best songs will come from like just a random, like I could just be talking to you guys like this, but a song idea will come in my head. I'll pull up my volume, I'll take a voice note, I'll start like humming like what I want the beat to sound like. Because for me, I actually don't produce my beats first. I like hum out. I know the lyrics of what I want to say, and from knowing the lyrics, then I kind of hear the beat that will go with those lyrics.
So you create the beat around the song.
Yeah, I never like start a recording where it's like I have a beat where I made the beat first and then I record. I don't think I've ever started like on my own song.
That's actually interesting.
It's a very backwards process.
I feel like the words actually help with the theme though, right? So like when you have like, okay, this is the rhyme scheme, this is what I want to do. Like I see the method, right? Like you could configure the beat to match it and then go from there, right?
It's an unpopular method.
Yeah, it's not, and the thing is like I still like when I work with other producers and other artists, they definitely don't have that process. So like I'll still like be able to create on other people's like works and stuff like that, like the organic way. Most people just have a beat, you go in the booth and do the thing. Yeah. But I think just in terms of creativity, it opens up the doors for me to not be limited to what the beat is, because sometimes let's say I put down a vocal, I'm just like freaking Young Mariah or some shit. Yeah, exactly. Or one of those songs. If I'm creating the beat and recording the vocals at the same time, I'm still just making a beat, but the vocals are part of the production. So it's a more unified process rather than the beat being something separate, and then I'm laying vocals on top of it.
Yeah, it's like two different things trying to come together, but now you're just making one thing all together.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like that. I like
Is
that.
there an artist that inspired this method that helped you reach this?
Honestly, I don't know of any artist that really has that process, and if there is, I didn't take really an inspiration from it. I think my process, I found it out just from putting in like those 3,000 hours. You know, it's not something, because originally I wanted to make beats first and then do it, but then that wasn't working for me. Like the beats I made, whenever I just try to make a beat, it's just trash.
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but then like when I have like those little eureka moments, I realize it's more important for me to document the idea in the moment I get the idea, so that when I translate it to a beat later, that I still get that like feeling, like that exciting feeling. You know, like when you make something new, or like you have like a recipe you want to try, you know what it's you almost know what like it's gonna taste like in your head. But you gotta like marinate it and do all the process. That's just the long process.
That's the love right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta put love into whatever you're doing and creating. It's gonna come up nice and right.
Exactly. Even if people don't understand it.
And that was the part I was gonna get to, is like you have to love the idea. Everyone else is secondary to if they like it. But for like anything I create or do, like I enjoy it. So if other people like it or they don't like it, it's like secondary to me.
Yeah, facts.
What was your favorite song to make? Because you have a couple projects though. You have Enter the Matrix, you got For the Mandem. So, and you have that little EP. So,
Numbers skyrocketed.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a minute. He has a lot of music out there.
Honestly, this 2024, I put out my third album, which was Matrix Mode. I think Matrix Mode, I had the most fun because now that I understood my process, I think I understood how to be efficient in making music. Because everybody can make music, but it's just like, okay, how many songs do you want to drop in a year? If you're dropping one song a month, you're 12 songs in a year. Okay, but how do I realistically get to like 20 or 30, you know? Just to enough that like no one can say they've never heard an AY Lawson song. Like I want to make it so impossible for that to be. So I think when I made Matrix Mode, it took me a month. I locked myself in my room, it took me a month. And from waking up and doing the same thing and going to sleep and doing the same thing for 30 days in a row, I was able to finish a project within that time span. And like just creatively, it lets you think of, hey, instead of trying to finish this thing today, like I'm finishing this thing this month, and the amount of extra hours I have to put into it. It's like, imagine you're gonna cook something, but you're not planning to eat it today. You're trying to eat it in 30 days from now. You're able to just think of the seasoning process.
Pick the right
exactly.
Let it.
I have to get freaking coals from Alaska. This flavor's good.
The time actually makes the product better, right? So instead of being like, yo, I gotta do this in 24 hours, or yo, I'm just gonna do this and I'm freestyle it, whatever. If you really love your craft, then you're gonna put as much time as needed. And that needed is the most important part.
They say proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Yeah.
Facts. So did you answer the question? What's your favorite song?
See how each other duck the question?
I feel like it's like, yo, which is your favorite kid? I like them all.
I'm just like, wait, let me see which one's streaming the most. I think that is a hard question, because honestly, my 3 albums I've dropped, one is like hip hop and R&B fused. The other one's like Afrobeat. I'm a piano.
I'll give you 3 songs. 3 songs that you enjoy.
Okay, 3 songs.
3 songs you think the people should listen to.
Okay,
let's go with that.
Would You Ride? I think it's like that's such a summer vibe. I think anybody that listens to that would like it. 24 Hours actually is my favorite song off my last album.
Okay,
it's like
we're vibing.
He was saying that too.
We're vibing.
Okay, and I think the third one would be something that's not actually released. It's actually a song I made almost 6 years ago. I was looking at back at my dates. Like I have my laptop right now is terabytes of information.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm dropping it later this year, but it's a song that's not out. It's inspired by Virgil Abloh actually.
Mm.
So that track, because of how long it took me and actually how crazy the sound of it is, like there's nothing that sounds like it. So I'm gonna play it for you guys after actually.
Okay.
I heard it, and the beautiful thing about it doesn't sound dated. Like it sounds like something that you would hear today.
So it was like ahead of its time, basically.
100%. And I think that's why I didn't put it out at the time, because I know, like, it's one of those songs like I want to put out once I already made it, you know.
Yeah.
But not, I was like, if I put it out too soon and all that, like, you know, man's getting their head. You know?
You said the people aren't ready to hear this one.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
So, you're not just an artist. You have multiple other crafts. Like, what are some of your other crafts that are as important to you as music?
I think as a creative, as a designer, like I went to school at Oak University, so for graphic design, and I think that opened up more doors for me as a creative, and just being in Toronto is one of the creative hubs of the world.
Yeah.
So I think it showed me like my passion for just like the details of things, is how things work, how things are designed, how things look, and how they make you feel. Like there's a large connection to those languages that we don't talk about or see often because it's designed so well. You only get to talk about a messed up road when a pothole hits your car. But you don't talk about a good road that's smooth. Because it's working so efficiently, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's certain parts of like that sort of creativity that help me in like just my process of doing everything.
Yeah.
So I think the creative side, honestly, it's fun, but you can't have too many ideas, or else you'll execute none.
Yeah, facts.
One of my favorite quotes is motivation will get you started, but without discipline you'll never finish. And that's like
Trust it.
I think the design has a lot of discipline, where it's just like if you're gonna break a rule, you have to understand why that rule was put there
in the first place. Yeah.
I had a question about, in terms of creativity and your creative process, and also kind of like, what kind of advice would you give like a young creative that wants to kind of like, they don't know what they're good at, but they know that they're creative and they want to put something out there. Like, what advice would you give that youth?
The hardest and the most common piece of advice that most people hear is just don't care too much about what other people outside of that idea think. Because being able to create, you have to understand that if you're trying to create something for a gallery, you're thinking about the gallery. If you're trying to create something for yourself, you almost don't even need to ask the opinion. You don't need to ask like your siblings or your parents, oh, is this good? Because it's not their idea. If you like what you're creating, just keep doing that, because there will come to a point where people will learn to understand why you created it this way, how it's connected to you, and that's what they'll start to like about it. But if you start the process where it's just like, hey, I'm going to try to create something that this person or people I go to school with will like, you're not really, it's no longer about you. Now you're externalizing that, and that's where people sort of get frustrated and sort of like,
because they're hard
doubting themselves.
You know what it is? Certain people don't see the vision until it's big enough where people can't escape it, right? Like you said, like you gotta create things for yourself, and then people slowly start to understand, oh, that's what he did there. You know, at first we don't see it, but like it's getting so big, so like recognizable that like, okay, your ears start to get used to it, tune to it. Like, in the sense of music, you know, certain like platforms that we see, like we never used to understand it until like it got to a point where like we caught up and we're like, okay, yeah, this is fire. You know what I mean?
That's like for instance, Young Thug, when he first came out.
Yep.
I was like, I was not feeling it, but like as time went on and he keeps coming out with music and keeps dropping, you start to understand. You're like, oh, okay, it's
King
a vibe.
Slime.
You know?
Yeah.
And look at where he's at now. So yeah, you can't stop what you're doing for nothing. Facts. I like that. I like that. How y'all feel about the TikTok ban?
What?
4 seconds. It
Bro.
was 4 seconds.
It was.
TikTok-
It wasn't that long.
TikTok decided to be a minute man.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I was on it. For some reason, I still have access to the U.S. TikTok on my phone. It was blocking me from scrolling. Like every time I try to scroll, like some message will come up. They say TikTok is no longer active. Trump is doing
At
some
first,
stuff.
a lot of people in the States thought as long as you already have the app downloaded, you'll be fine. You just
Yeah.
won't get any new updates. And then, like...
Nah, they
app will
cut
be
off
dead.
access. As soon as I started scrolling, a message popped up. Couldn't do nothing. I was like, damn.
Yeah. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about it right now.
Yeah.
Facts.
With, like, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook getting into things.
Yeah. But honestly, I think from a Canadian perspective, it was funny to see how happy Canada was. It's just like, yes.
Yeah, it's like our time, yo.
Yeah,
finally.
literally. It's just like everybody was just like, finally the Americans are gone. And then everyone woke up in the morning and it's like, nah.
That's that real wake up in Toronto. And like,
Yeah.
bipolar stuff.
Remember when people used to go behind other people and do a yaga? That was one of those moments. Like it was like,
We
got you. yeah.
Yeah.
Man. But I don't know. I think that would have been good for everybody. Good and bad, because people are making a living off of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people are too focused on it. I feel like.
You know what I was
Yeah.
thinking? I'm like, this would be like the best time for Vine to come back.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like,
They're trying to bring it back. I think Elon's trying to
Now
bring it back.
Vine sold out.
Yo.
They sold out. They ain't come back.
But yo, Elon is so thing that he's got Twitter back, so like he's already in that digital.
I feel like
space
he
already
made it
now.
kind of worse though. If you go to Twitter, it's just bare bots. Like the algorithm is weird.
Do you know, like, from
Porn.
your timeline different?
Yeah, this guy. Nasty thoughts with Sima.
Y'all don't start pointing fingers, bro.
Yo, they're lucky they took the lights.
Listen. Yo, I have a bunch of American people on there, and like American people have the best like feed when it comes to Twitter. But yo, these guys are unhinged. You know, you start retweeting, corn and everything, and I'm just like, yo, I might be
Twitter's
trying
a whole
to see.
different world,
Yo, you know
trust
you
me.
can't go on Twitter in public, real talks. Next thing you know, something pops up and stuff.
Man,
Twitter's the only place where you could like see uncensored like gory stuff. Like if someone like gets killed, like type of news and type of stuff. Like
Yeah.
that, you can actually witness what happened.
on
And
Twitter.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is what Twitter's like.
It's a very like open.
Unhinged place.
Yeah.
It's not a real place.
It's
But
it's almost the dark web of social media.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes to show like that there is a mask on the other applications
Yeah.
that it's preventing you not just from seeing that content, but what else aren't we seeing? You know what I mean? Like if you ever go to like another country and you just use the same app, but the fact they're on different internet, you're just
Yeah.
seeing different things. Like someone the other day was saying, hey, if you want to learn more about like America, you need to leave America and go on the internet from another country to
know.
research America. You'll get more information
That's true.
from another place than like,
Unfiltered.
where you are.
Yeah.
Exactly, unfiltered.
You know what I was thinking about? I wonder how these apps are in China. Because the censorship in China is different than ours, right? I'm like, I feel like they probably have all educational stuff, opposed to us having all this like.
Yeah, something about I heard in
foolishness.
TikTok in China is actually limited, so like you can't see
It's
certain
banned.
stuff. No, it's still there, but the thing with their timelines is like it's actually educational.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very filtered. Like you can't doom scroll really on their TikTok.
Oh yeah, there's a time limit on it too.
Yeah, there's a time limit or
And
some
when we
stuff like
first
that.
got TikTok, like we didn't have the STEM option. Like everywhere else didn't have the STEM option but them. So now,
But
like
it-
us in Canada, we could see like learning videos.
And it's funny. It's like now that we're such in an entertainment era, it's just like our generation isn't even looking for education. Like we actually we want to be educated, but if there's some yash shaking on my timeline, I don't know if I'm gonna go to math on the next tap over.
Yo, there's this one girl on TikTok. She's so pretty. Shout out to her. I don't know her name, but shout out to her.
Yeah, you do.
She's very beautiful.
He don't want to plug man's on. That's the thing. You just don't want to show man.
Yo, she'll teach you math and shake some nyash. Trust me.
Okay.
You know, there's a little cooking Kaya, but in terms of math, you feel me?
Cooking with algebra. Cooking with algebra.
Yo, cooking Kaya had the man in a chokehold for
Yo,
a
I heard
hot
she got
minute.
blocked though.
Really?
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter or something like the man. Every time when a man uplifts someone, they get banned right after.
It's the Geldem. The Geldem
Geldem are
hate
wicked,
hate
so.
people that that get more attention than them.
Yeah.
It was
It's
crazy.
though,
So
'cause
she
I
just
thought she
cook
would
one
have much
plate.
more.
That's the thing. It's just like, hey, if you prove that an entire generation can barely cook, they just gonna be cheesed and mad. They probably the one that reported her account to get it blocked.
But you know what I like about it? It had girls cooking for like a good
Yo, I
month.
heard that.
Real talks. It had
Yeah,
girls
seen
cooking
it
for a good
too.
month.
It was a
Seen
2-week
it.
trial.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
2
no.
weeks, yeah.
And then they
It was
went
much
right
needed.
back straight back to Uber Eats.
I had a conversation about this. Like, it also caused like a lot of turmoil for relationships because like the girls could have like an insecurity about, oh, maybe my cooking's not that good.
Go learn how to cook.
But like that causes problems for the relationship because they're going to their man and being like, "Oh, you really want that, don't you?"
Of course,
Yeah,
I'm hungry.
You know what it is? It's
Feed
it's a
me.
survival skill.
Yeah.
Like it's really like I'll tell you right now, no African man is marrying a wife that cannot cook. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I beg.
No, I'm serious. I'm so serious. Even my Nigerian accent is coming up. I'm serious. If you cannot cook, don't try to cuff no Nigerian man.
So
No.
the other argument is gonna be like, yo, then they're gonna be like, yo, can you cook?
Of course.
There you
Of course I can
Yeah,
cook.
there you go.
But here's the thing. If I can cook and you can cook,
Yeah.
what are you here for? Nyash?
Learn an
Facts.
opportunity.
Yeah,
I'm here to learn.
babes, how do you make jollof rice?
Yeah.
How do you make pounded yam?
Yeah.
But you see, if those people ask those type of questions,
Yeah.
there'd be a whole different
Yeah.
society.
Yeah, because they're
right
open.
where-
They're open to
Open to-
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but no, now it's just like Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Uber. No, to be
Uber-
honest,
no,
I
no, no.
blame
Take
Lyft,
me out.
Uber Eats, DoorDash, skip the dishes for
But-
why this generation.
But I'm telling you, women didn't know how, like, didn't learn how to cook even before those things. Like some girls just don't want to learn how to cook.
yeah, just because there's someone else is feeding them or e-transferring them.
Yo, in Toronto,
They
the
not
e-traffic are
starving. I'll
notorious.
tell you right now,
bro.
they ain't starving.
That's why when you're actually hungry and you have food in, you know, like when your
Yo,
parents
we
used
have
to tell
food at
you-
home.
Oh
Yeah, food in
my
the
gosh!
fridge,
When you
bro.
get home, everything needs to
Yo,
be cooked.
it's the worst when
You
you're
gotta
driving
learn how to
past
cook.
McDonald's and you want McDonald's.
You smell-
bad.
No. When you stop at the light in front of McDonald's and you smell the food, you see all the kids.
I said
jumping
smell
up
the
and-
food.
Fam, back
Yo,
in the, no, but back in the day when you drove past McDonald's, you could afford it. Now, I just drive right past it because I'm like, yeah, never mind.
It's not even
Don't-
cheap
don't
no
do it
more.
anymore. No, it's not cheap. No, but that's what I'm
You
saying.
know
It
why?
don't taste the
It's
same.
It's
It
the
don't
same.
taste the
Those
same.
same apps I blame.
Yeah.
Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, DoorDash. The reason why it's not cheap no more is because
try to
people
Yeah,
aren't in
chill
McDonald's.
from stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my bad, my
Yeah.
bad. But it's not cheap no more. So
Yeah.
people are pricing it for an app because they know people aren't even coming into
To store,
eat.
yeah. There's that too.
We're paying.
Uber's
We're
taking
paying
money.
the toll in with the Geldem and with the fees. We lose twice.
And we get taxed.
On top of
Get
that,
on top of that money. It's
No,
cool.
no taxes right now.
We're not even talking about
yeah.
gas or nothing yet. So
Yeah.
trust me, it's all bad.
The moral of the story is everybody learn how to cook. Oh, also, I need a break to shout ourselves out. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and check out our Spotify.
Bear bangers on that.
I'm always forgetting.
Spotify,
Twitch.
A red note.
Yeah, Red Note.
Note.
We just got our Red Note.
Me how?
Wait. Yo, what's that other app that was trying to come after Twitter?
Well, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Yeah, we're on
Oh,
there
I heard
too.
about that.
We're on there too. Blue Sky.
Oh, you haven't know?
That one.
Yeah.
No more.
But also, sorry about the Spotify episodes. They are all dropping just about now.
Oh, and one more thing. Check out his gaming page. I don't know why he doesn't shout himself out more, but yeah, he has a
Yo,
gaming page.
We're playing Batman Arkham Origins. If you fuck with it, come check it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
And Deluxe has a documentary coming
Yo,
soon.
actually, I'm gonna give man the exclusive just because AY is here. But
Of course.
you know, we have the train. Honestly, we might premiere it on Stay Hungry. To be honest with you, so I got some trailers, 2 trailers for this documentary I got in the works called "You Can't Heal What You Don't Reveal." It's a beautiful story that talks about men's mental health. It actually talks about men's experience with the justice system. It's a great experience. I can't wait to show everyone what it's about. The trailers are really good. Just to give you guys a sneak peek about it right now, and then probably in about like a week or two, I'm gonna release a trailer. So we're gonna talk about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And how about your commercial?
Oh yeah, we got the commercial. I forgot. Be doing a lot in terms of media stuff now, but we did a commercial for bias training. We had a great production company, a media company called Angry Butterfly, and Undivided Creatives. So yeah, they're the ones that we had a next. Maybe we could post that on the channel as well.
Yeah.
I have that clip as well, so I'm pretty sure it got greenlit to post everywhere now. So we'll post that as well, and that's a good take on how Jane and Finch residents, staff, like community members, they're coming together to inform the public about the representation of Jane and Finch. I know back in the day, media was really bad on Jane and Finch. They really put a negative stereotype that like if you're from Jane and Finch back in the day and you told people you're from Jane and Finch, they'll look at you nuts. Yeah. So like I think now that we're at our age now when we're able to influence different commercials and other things, it's a big stepping for like the current generation right now that they could feel prideful and that they could love where they live, right? So that's something that we inform through bias training. We have modules. I have a module about overcoming historical oppression. Speaking on media stuff, I got some stuff with Victim Services Toronto coming out very soon in February as well. Yep. So that's a campaign, speaking to our grade 7s and our TDSB and TCB schools. So we got a lot in the works. So I can't wait to show everyone what that's all about.
Plaqueboymax, Fivio and TJ.
Yo, that song, as of the time of this recording, just dropped out. Fabi just dropped it, so.
Well, he said, I'm the real Plaqueboymax.
His real name is actually Max.
His real name is actually Max.
Do you not find it funny that rappers went from talking about money to talking about streamers?
I'm not surprised.
What's so funny? RDC World just dropped a video where they're like, yo,
I was just thinking about that.
Like the streamers are the new rappers now.
Yeah,
they are bigger.
They're doing performances. They're going out doing club appearances.
They're actually international stars.
International stars.
Yo, remember when Kai Cenat went to Jamaica?
Yes,
and yo, he was like,
he
shut down the whole place.
I'm not surprised.
Shut down. Everyone knew who he was. Everyone's ready to be a part of it.
I wanted to be in Jamaica around that time, so it looked so lit.
Lit.
Like,
They had Ray going nuts.
Yo, I
remember that Ray video.
Yeah, you see, Mr.
They don't know about Toronto
Caravana. Was it Duke?
Yeah, he came here. He dropped the vlog a couple of months ago or something like that.
All your shorties were going crazy over Duke.
I was there. I saw it. That is accurate. They definitely were. I was surprised. So I'm like, I think I saw a girl trying to climb the truck.
That's
like Batman.
I would have done it.
No, Spider-Man.
Both of them. The whole Justice League. Holy. Oh my days.
Streamers are out.
Yep.
And it's funny how like Lil Tjay, like he was hating on streamers and everything, and then I'm so confused. Like, why did Lil Tjay and Favi go to Plaqueboymax?
So, do you want to know the backstory? So basically, like, he originally only wanted, I think, it was Cash, the 41 guys, and then
Bass Swag.
Yeah, Bass Swag too, right? And then I think Fabi basically said, "Yo, he's gonna come through," right? So he was there. I don't know how Lil Tjay even like heard about it.
I heard he pulled up just for Favi.
Yeah, but he didn't. Apparently, he said that he didn't know like anything about Plaqueboymax. Like he just came there just for Fabi. I think Fabi probably told him like it's like a recording session, right? So he didn't know exactly what he was walking into, allegedly. So like when it happened, it was just like he comes in, he's seeing apparently like there's a group of guys that don't like them. So it was like a little tension there, basically. So like the whole smoking situation.
They're all from New York too.
Yeah,
right?
but like everybody comes from different sides. Like you can be from one part of the city and be for the other part of the city, right? Like. So that ended up just like there was a lot of tension even before like that whole smoking situation, and then the smoking situation kind of made everything a little bit more weird.
Yeah, because I think he tried to take it personal. Yo, why is the man calling me out like that?
But like the situation, like and a lot of people are on Max's side because the way he spoke to TJ, he's like, "Yo, can you please like go do that?"
Yeah, it wasn't even. It wasn't a rude
very respectable.
As someone who has been banned from Airbnb, I'll tell you right now, if a man is balling up and my credit card is on file, I'm not even. He's nicer than me. I'm telling. I don't care who you are.
No, I love the way he handled it. But the thing is, rappers, they have an ego.
Yeah.
You can't talk to them any way. Like the man said, "I appreciate you." He's like, Lil Tjay's like, "Yo, I'm from jail. I don't know why he's talking to me like that." I'm like, broski, like how do you want somebody,
bro?
Yeah, like how do you want somebody to talk to you?
Yo, how dare you say please to me?
It was so weird the way that Lil Tjay went about that because he goes on camera like he's streaming, even though he hates streamers, and then he's not apologizing,
like
he's
talking
about the apology, saying like, "How does man think he's my mother or something?"
Yeah, like I'm like, bro,
This guy
like
dropped merch with the whole situation, saying, "Oh, no smoking room." So now you're just gonna try to make money off of the whole situation.
I think that's what it was. Like,
I think TJ owes him an apology, bro.
I think
Yeah,
but I
It's
think
an ego
it was,
thing. He won't get it.
I think it was just like they're whatever attention's on them now, they're trying to hold on to it. You know.
Yo, I rate
Yeah.
Fabi for dropping the song. So
No, that song was funny still.
yeah,
I thought it was a diss track at first.
yeah. He's like, I'm the real Plaqueboymax. I'm like, what's
I
he
find
talking
it
about?
so funny that now that streamers and rappers almost need to work together.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Part of me, that my conspiracy theory side thinks maybe what if this was just all planned? You know what I
don't
mean?
think so.
I don't think it was
yeah.
planned,
No, I could
but
see
we're
it.
at the point
Yeah, where they're like,
in social
let's use it.
media where we
Yeah.
have to start thinking, was this beef organic?
Yeah.
Or
Remember
was this to
6ix9ine?
promote a song that's coming out?
Yeah.
Because there's always something that happens to come out. Like when
Directly
Kanye was
after.
Remember-
beefing with Kai Cenat, dropped the album.
Yeah. Remember 6ix9ine when he was like going on with his nonsense?
Yeah.
Like he was doing all the attention seeking just to drop music.
Yeah.
So, and like a lot of it was like staged, like the whole old block thing.
Mm-hmm.
Man goes there like when everybody's sleeping. Like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know.
But I feel like the
Content, yeah.
antics could always make sense if you add it to something. Like, say, for example, I have a documentary releasing, and then I just go do a bunch of madness, and I'd be like, yo, I want to talk about mental health now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I could justify it, right?
Yeah.
But I think with the whole smoking situation, it's one of those popular topics. Like, everyone has weed nowadays, and everyone is either in someone's place or has their own place. So if a man comes and sparks up where your dukes is sleeping, and you're like, yo, what are you doing? And the
Yeah.
man's like, yo, I'm trying to smoke. And you're
So-
like, yo, what are you doing? Like, go take that outsider. Like, yo,
Def
my-
us.
yo, like, yo. And then you're fighting, and man, like, yo, why did you fight the man? Yo, then
He's
they
in
go
my
to
house
that.
smoking. Like,
Yeah.
like I know some smokers that don't even smoke in their house. So like they'll take their own shit outside. So
Yeah.
for you to come in my house and smoke without even asking or saying
Yeah,
anything,
it's
Yeah.
lights
I feel like
out.
there's like a
know?
like smoking etiquette that
Oh,
everybody it's like an
yeah.
unspoken rule. Like I feel
Yeah.
like if somebody tells you not to smoke inside, like kind of just know what time it is.
yeah, just
you know what I
either
mean?
leave or go outside and smoke and come back in.
Yeah.
It's
Weird
that
how it
simple.
was weird how homie was trying to flaunt it in front of the camera like multiple times again.
Yeah.
and again.
I just feel like because he knew the camera was on him, and then Max is Max right at the end of the day. Like, you know, he's not like gonna tussle with like 40 guys there, right? Like at the end of the day. So they kind of had the advantage, but like I think he handled it as best as possible, being respectful about it. He knew that the people are watching, that they would be on his side, and everyone that knows if you have your own crib, you don't want the next man to light up in there, especially if it's not even your crib and you're gonna get fined and do all this and that. Like, it's just the etiquette to it.
If you wanted to really act sick, like just be like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the Airbnb. I got it.
Nah, they
Nah,
said they'll
he-
pay
he-
for the fine, but I don't know if he really did.
No, because he said
Yeah.
that. TJ said that, but he made it seem like he's throwing the money in his face. Like,
Yeah,
type
it seemed
shit.
disingenuous.
Yeah.
I just
But
feel
nah,
like,
it's like the way someone pointed it out is like it's not about paying for the fine or whatever.
It's a
If
principle.
my account gets if I get blocked on the whole app, you just messed up thousands of dollars I could potentially make
Yeah.
because I can't rent these Airbnbs no more.
It's a long term thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's a long term process of you messing up my
Yeah.
actual food, right?
Yeah.
And any
Facts.
chances of getting sponsored by Airbnb.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could be getting deals and shit right now with Airbnb, but now they block his account. Now he can't move around as easy as he needs to.
Yeah.
But
He
I
has to
feel like-
depend on someone else.
But I feel like the way he handled the situation by not like being mad about it and like reacting to the Favi song positively, like people respect that and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't take it to heart, right? Like it's one of those things that it's not that
He
serious.
even did a dance to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
All right, let's move on to our next segment. We got us here a box. I don't know what we're calling it. What were we calling it?
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
Bet.
So, AY, since you're the guest, we're going to have you shake up the box.
What's in the box?
We're going to open it up.
Shake,
Pick
shake,
one.
shake, Sonora. Shake it all the time.
What's this? Just pick one of these?
Yeah, just pick one and read it out.
I'll read it. I can bet.
Yes.
Are there any conspiracy theories that you found convincing, or do you remain skeptical about all of them? Sure. I honestly know too many conspiracy theories at this point. But
Sure.
what I would say, one conspiracy theory that I found convincing, I don't think. I'm trying to say what theory won't get me canceled on a podcast. I think, okay, back to the topic of streamers, because that's what I brought up earlier. I think we're at a time now that the internet is becoming less authentic, and it's because there's hands behind the industry has hands into what they want to promote, and we're just in a very different time where it says I can't really prove that, but I almost feel it where like censorship and just the next 10 years of us like putting anything on the internet, it's almost tailored, like catered, you know what I mean? It's not as free as like when we actually grew up, when we were on like freaking mini clip and all those days.
So I want to disagree with you, but I'm going to give you a different perspective. So you're saying internet. All right, think about radio stations, television. You guys all probably know a situation where something has been censored. There's certain things on TV you can't put on because kids are watching, so that's censored.
But TV was never meant to be free. Those are like industry platforms that are like, those are like brands and companies. It's not like I could just be on the radio
But
tomorrow.
Instagram is not a brand and a company.
But
TikTok,
it's a brand
YouTube.
that presents itself as open and free.
Yeah, but times have changed.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like radio stations supposed to be independent media, right? And then now they're corporations, companies that are controlled by these bigger platforms that garner say what's cool and what's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was the whole Drake lawsuit. Basically, you know how he was suing USG, basically saying that like, that they're paying Kendrick, he's paying like a campaign for Kendrick and stuff, right? And basically saying it's payola. So back in the days, they made a rule where you can't pay for music to be played, right? And I think that's also piggybacking on things being censored. Like censorship's always been going on, but now it's moving more to the internet age where we're more to that than TV and radio. So I still think it's going on. It's just like it's always been a thing, but like now it's more in our face, and we have more information now.
Yeah, I think with that is like the streaming era has ruined a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Because before the streams, you would just pay someone to play the record and get it played. That's more like authentic than faking the streams now, right? So it's like,
is it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you pay somebody to play the record, but like with streams, you pay the label pays the streaming company to play your record, so it's kind of the same thing.
But not really, because no one. I could be locked in a room in Antarctica and create a whole farm and stream your music. No one even has to know about you. No one has to know who you are, know the song, nothing. I could just create a whole farm, fill up a whole house full of phones and computers, and no one has to know. Back in the day, at least I could be in the record store or at the club. I have to play it, and people have to hear it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're
it's
saying.
more authentic that way.
You have to be in certain places to hear certain things.
To hear certain things. Where you're paying the DJ and stuff, you're paying the record owner to play it throughout the store,
Yeah.
But that's still more authentic than
It's real because like now someone might have 1 million plays on Spotify.
Yeah.
But 14 people in real life have heard their music.
Yeah, there's more bots going around now.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of those companies, like I think there's a class action suit against like the streaming companies where they're not actually allowing bots anymore because now they're being sued about the artificial streams. Whereas the last 4 or 5 years, they knew about these bots. Spotify and Apple Music knows about all these platforms doing this, but they're still making money off of it. So why would they want to incentivize to shut it down until someone starts suing them saying, hey, you actually faked all of this? And then that's when they actually start shutting down. Nobody really makes actions in those big companies until a lawsuit comes across their table.
That's the only time they're gonna change policies.
Yeah,
and create
exactly.
New things. Yeah.
No one's gonna. Spotify's not gonna pay artists more per stream because it's a good thing.
Nah.
You're gonna wait until the lawsuit says, you got to pay artists more per stream. You know.
We're gonna keep breaking the rules until someone catches us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what they say: rules are meant to be broken.
Exactly.
Facts.
I wouldn't pay more than you're asking for anyway. So.
Facts.
It's your fault.
Yep.
You want to do another question?
Yeah, we'll do one more question.
Oh, Pandora's box.
Pandora's box. Shake it, shake, Sonora. Shake it all the time.
I feel like I'm gonna get a messy one, bro.
What's in the box?
How do you feel about the rise of side hustle? Wow, I was just thinking about it. How do you feel about the rise of side hustles in today's economy? Do you think they're sustainable long term?
There's low-key
Can I-
one I want to geek.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm for it, but I hate the fact how like the trajectory of it. So you know how it says it's sustainable? I remember back in the days when all the galdom used to do like lashes and nails.
Yo,
and
the
stuff.
plates. Yo, then they stop. Yeah.
Now they do lip fillers.
Broski,
Some
like
crazy prices too. I'm like, yo, I'd rather go to the store.
Even $25 plate.
yo, I'm talking to some of my female friends that are telling me, oh, it's not as lucrative now, and like it's rough, and I'm like, yo, it was like 5-7 years ago. It was not like this. The market was booming.
Yeah.
You know how much it costs to get certified to be a lash tech?
How much?
It's like 3 bands.
3 bands.
3 bands.
I was dating a girl when she was last tech. She made like 10K a month on no cap.
Is she making that now?
I don't know. That's my ex.
Man said the free promo. Don't know.
Yo, so I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's for the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it probably has like a 2-3 year run and then it just dies down. Most of these side hustles.
But I feel like now it's like side hustles is very relevant to the time you're living in.
Yeah.
Like back in the freaking like 1900s, vacuum cleaner salesman was a side hustle.
Yeah.
That side hustle died because ain't nobody doing that anymore. Now it's like drop shipping is a side hustle. It's because we're at the age of the internet now. That's the thing that's in. So the next 10 years, a side hustle could be being on TikTok live saying,
Yo, low key. Yo,
The NPC stuff that was going on.
yeah, that's a side hustle now too.
But the thing is, like for us in Canada, we're not even getting paid from that platform. So it's not a side hustle in Canada yet.
Yeah.
In America, it
We're
is.
so behind.
But that's something. Once those changes start coming, that's when like the side hustle doors
Start
kind of
moving,
open up.
right?
Shit like that is so unfair. We always get like
Things last.
yeah.
I just did we just get stricter rules and guidelines, which I feel like. To me, I feel like you should always have that ability to, cause we're right beside America, bro. We can't be like trade partners and allies and this and that, but we live in a completely different reality, and our border is literally like an hour away.
You want to know the thing is?
What?
There's not as much people. So like a lot of people in like Canada.
All on basically the border of the state.
I hear what you're saying, but we're on the cold side of the border. Like we're on the cold side where everybody's grouped together, and like just where we are doesn't compare to a state in America. And like a lot of people, like a lot of people just they're not focused on things that people in the States are focused on, like football, for instance. Like, yo, bro, people used to go to football. Like, people go to football games like NCAA football games or
USC,
like we don't have that culture here, right? The culture here is completely different, right? So
we were so close to becoming a 51st state, and I was lucky like, am I interested in that?
yo, it's so crazy.
A 51st state? That's crazy.
I was just talking to a
Wild
guy
for
about that. This random guy. I was just getting my car tinted, and he's just like, "Yo, I wish we could be the 51st state." And I'm like, "Bro, like,
Yeah, be careful.
I
what
don't
you
know
ask
about
for.
that one,
Be
bro.
careful
Like,
what
we got
you
health,
ask
we
for.
have healthcare, bro.
All
you
that's
know,
gone.
our
Yo.
food laws a little bit more
You
strict.
guys don't
Yeah,
understand
facts.
what it's like when you're actually hurt and can't go to the hospital because of the bill.
Yeah.
Like, I know my homie needed stitches in his arm, but he's like, yo, you know what I'm gonna have to pay? Like, that's a car you're about to pay for in stitches at the hospital. You guys don't want those problems. Trust
Nah,
me.
it's
Just,
facts.
You don't want those
Hood
problems,
doctor,
big fella.
hood doctor, new side hustle.
yo, trust
Yo,
me.
man,
I got needles and
nah,
nigga at home.
Nah, those guys are going to jail. They catch you doing
garage
that.
doctors.
Yo,
Yo,
but you
you're
see,
going to
but
jail.
now with the side hustle, what risk are you willing to take? Don't got
That's the real question. What risk are you willing to
I
take?
feel like it's also dependent on the mentality. If you like are a bona fide hustler, like you can make it work. Like maybe one day it's lash tech, next month chef.
It really depends where the problem is. As long as you're offering a solution,
Yeah.
that is your side hustle.
Yeah. Even working with people, like people are always gonna be there, right? So mental health is one of those
You
things.
can be like a consultant.
Consultant and be like, yo, let me hear you. Everyone got a problem.
You know how like there's dating coach consultants.
Yep.
And everyone's starting a business every other week, so like
Yeah.
they need marketers and promoters and stuff like that. So,
Social media is booming. You could be a social media manager. People don't know how to use TikTok. And TikTok is actually, I heard, since they were going out of business, something like 11.4 billion was going to be lost in 1 month.
Jobs.
Revenues and jobs and all these other marketing. And It was crazy. So that's just
All
the power
these
of
small
social media.
businesses that
Small
got put on
businesses
because of
rely on
TikTok.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a lot of their promotion tools right there.
Because
gone.
if you think about it, like if you were a restaurant, you would pay for a TV commercial.
Yeah.
How many thousands of dollars you paying for?
Yeah.
But now we have basically TV on our phone. You're able to be exposed to millions of people. It makes sense why people are like investing in that platform.
Yep.
It's not really like the promotion is changes. It's like, hey, instead of making this content for Channel 5, you're making it for
the
your
world.
eye, for the world to see.
You know, it's so funny that you mentioned that. I remember like early pandemic days, TikTok used to be my source for food restaurants, like Mart TV. Shout out to those guys. They would put me on some gems or
Hungry Hefner.
Hungry Hefner. Yo, he's going crazy right now. Shout out to him. They did a collab, Hungry and Marv TV.
Yadman Dani.
Yeah, Yadman Donnie. Shout out to him. But yeah, like those guys, like they definitely put me on spots. And like imagine a world where we don't have people like consistently like putting us on spots. Like you would have to try to figure it out, and you know, it suck.
I mean, that's what the yellow pages and all that. That was a lot of work to figure some shit out.
Yeah, but that's something like that's the evolution of where we're at now.
Yeah.
Man's
Like,
used to
Yellow
really
Pages
be
would
in
be like a
the
hit and
yellow
miss.
pages.
Yeah.
Hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, you have to go open up that book, find the address, call them, order it, take your car there, and find out the food is trash.
Facts.
Wasted all your time and energy to
Bro,
find food
you know
That cheese
how
that beef?
painful
Yo,
it is
trust
to
me.
find out the food's trash?
Yeah.
Or you get there and the place is closed and you didn't know. The place shut down for 5 years.
Yeah,
You didn't know.
the Google app wasn't invented back then.
Man.
Oh, my
Now,
days.
thankfully, with Google, you can see that temporarily closed, permanently closed.
You could see the busy hours.
Trust me.
You can see, hey, it's least busy at 2 p.m.
So
This is crazy
With all
times.
this being said, do you think we have it too easy?
I think we have so much information accessible to us that people almost don't know what to do with all the information. It's like, imagine you have every library in the world on every topic available with you. Like with AI and stuff, we actually do. But it's like, okay, so what are you researching? You can research food, you can research money.
But then you're worried about like what is true and what is fake.
That's the thing.
See?
There's
More
always
problems.
there's always gonna be it's like the YouTube rabbit hole. Remember, like back in the day, you just be curious about someone on
Yeah,
YouTube,
you
and then you
just
end
stuck
up
for
watching
hours.
a
Yup.
weird video. Now you're watching like world's top 10 tallest buildings, or so you know, just
Or
like
a video about giraffes.
yeah, just and you end up on a hole, but it's because you have access to that information.
Yeah.
YouTube showed you this is information available. You clicked it. It's because there's always. We're always, I feel like as human beings, we're always trying to learn more anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just, if there's something we don't know, who's the world's richest man? That will always be a big topic of discussion because everybody always wants to know who has money.
Yeah, and everyone wants more. No matter
Everybody wants more.
no matter how much you have, you want more. And if you don't, you kind of
I would say
different.
it's not too easy because like we all know the movie Wall-E. What happened to all those people when they got
I heard
left the planet, got up in space? They have all the robots doing everything for them. Everybody was fat.
Yeah.
Everybody is in their hover chairs and everything.
Now I think we're in Wall-E right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts. Yo, Wally's on the way.
Go to
Wally's
some
about
of the states. I don't know.
Yeah.
They
It
got-
goes to be in your
I was
crib.
in Denny's, so a robot brought me pancakes.
Nah, I'm
That
I'm not
we're
messing
in that
with
we're
it.
in that
I'm
timeline
not
though.
messing with it. Yeah, they got they got some Amazon stores opened up where there's nobody
something
in
about
there
the drones
working.
will drop it off.
Yo,
stuff
there's
like
there's
that.
Yeah,
drones
nobody's in
dropping care packages. The mailman doesn't have a job no more. The drone
The
took the
working
mailman's
man is
job.
done for. Like,
It's crazy times.
A lot of blue collar stuff is out the window.
we'll
now.
see it. I feel like we're in the technology boom though. It's a beautiful time. AI is growing. But I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just waiting to see at this point.
Eventually, this is gonna be so primitive. But then, like, also with the TikTok ban, we got to see how much more advanced the other side of the world is.
Yeah.
Seeing so much of China, bro, we are like, we're almost not competing in some ways.
Yeah, but
Yep.
it's I don't know what's gonna take. I guess it's gonna take like for everyone to say like forget the government, let's do our own thing.
I feel like the next 4 years are going to be interesting. So I just say
Very.
like very interesting. Next 4 years, we'll see how the world is. What was it? January 20th, 2025.
Facts. Mark
We'll
the
see.
date.
Mark the day, right?
It's gonna like 2030 compared to now is gonna be a very different world that we're living in.
2030, bro. Imagine that.
Whoa.
Like
That's 5 more years. What do you
2020, like look at 2020 till now.
Yeah.
Look at how much has actually changed.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Scary.
feel like a lot has changed,
A lot has
but
changed.
there was no streamers and stuff being the #1 topic in 2020.
Aiden.
Yeah.
No, but that's like if you were into streaming,
Back then
you
it wasn't
probably knew
popular,
about
though.
it.
Now it's popular. I'm not gonna lie. Actually,
there was
I never knew about. I still to this day don't follow any streamer, but they are on every timeline.
I feel like it
have.
was only big in the States because I knew about streamers, but like I don't think anybody was really paying attention to them over here.
It's more of a specific niche.
Yeah, I think it was like
now
more
it's
of a niche.
popular
Yeah,
Now
now it's
popular
like
media.
yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody's mental health? We'll start with AY.
Start with that, yeah.
Mental health.
Yeah.
It's winter time, so we alright.
Holding on.
Yeah, we good. You know what I mean? I'm out here cooking my steaks. No cooking with Kaya, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all calm.
Yeah.
But right now, I think this is like I always treat January as like tap in time. I always appreciate winter because I feel like I'm always outside in the summer. So just being, I'm definitely outside. This guy knows.
I know.
When he wants to go outside, he call me.
Get him when I need to go outside. Call. It's like all people.
I've heard that phone call before. Yo, the boys are looking for a motive. Yo, what's happening?
Yeah.
I'll call this good.
Relax. So I think honestly, winter time is the best time for like honestly creating, focusing on like what you want to do, not what everyone else around you wants to do. And I feel like that's kind of why even Toronto, like we make great creators from this city because we have the winter season. I always told myself if I lived in Miami or LA where it's warm every day, why would I be inside? I'd be outside. I'd be on the beach.
Nah,
I might be surfing.
I can't lie. That sun sometimes be burning. You gotta stay inside till like 4. Yo, you gotta stay inside till like 3, 4 o'clock when the sun starts coming down. That's when you go outside in your
Yo, remember in Vegas when I'm like it's like 35 degrees and I'm thinking it's not that hot.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I go outside. Yo, my back's burning.
Yo, I told him.
This guy's like, yo, don't go outside.
Never wanted to
leave the car.
Exactly. I'm like, yo,
the car was so nice.
It was so
I'm
nice.
telling these guys like, yo, we're not going. No, let's go do this. I'm like, I'm not. You could go. I'm staying right here. They go
Bro,
outside,
I was trying to
can't
walk
breathe.
to the gas station. This guy's telling me not to go. I'm like, bro,
You
like
don't
this
believe
is
me?
late.
Sometimes you forget Vegas is in the middle of the desert. Like,
Yeah.
It's different.
But it's like, yo, coming from a cold climate, like the heat is just like is nice.
Lovely, I know.
Yeah.
But it's too. You have to be prepared for both situations. Like if you don't know,
Facts.
if you don't know,
I
what's
was
going
trying to
on,
be outside.
trust me. Like when I first came back out here, I went outside in a hoodie thinking I'm good. It was cold. as-
Brisky.
Yo, I couldn't.
You need the Uniqlo hoodies. fam.
Trust me.
Yo, I'm saying this right now. The man them need to go to Tokyo.
Fam,
Tokyo.
He's
me?
Yo, I've been
you
wanting
said
to-
me
I've been
PG
wanting
me
to-
about it.
I'll go.
Tell this guy.
Yeah, he's
That's so
been
funny you
talking to
said
me
that.
about it.
I'm
man,
literally,
they get their money
I
up
was
and not their
literally
money up.
in the process of
Yeah,
moving to
facts.
Tokyo.
Yo, I need to go
I
to
was
Tokyo
so
this
they
year.
actually have a program out there where you teach English
Yeah.
and they give you a salary.
Yeah.
So you know Jet program.
I heard that program. Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
program. I know. I'm tapped in.
So basically, you teach English. All you need is like a university degree.
Yeah.
I have that, and then they set you up. The only catch is you get to choose the top 3 cities, but there's no guarantee that you get placed it. So most people go to Tokyo, Shibuya, like the popular stuff.
Yeah.
Or you
Shibuya?
could get put in the middle.
the mountains. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you
in
could
the
get put in
mountains,
like
bro.
the rural areas where like
I'm not
nobody.
trying to go to
speaks English.
Shibuya.
I'm not trying to
Oh, that's Jujutsu Kaisen.
get locked in a box.
Yo, facts.
No, but the like I'm not gonna lie, like Tokyo in
I'll go to
general, like
Japan.
the culture is beautiful out there. Like
It's very respectful.
very respectful. Like they don't play games out there.
Well, they'll definitely look at your hair and stare at you.
Yeah, crazy.
Facts. They'll take a selfie though.
But you know they have a really strong like mixed population out there.
I mean, now they do
Yeah.
cool. There's some baddies over there. Shout out to
the cool thing,
Asian baddies.
The cool thing about it is like Tokyo and just Japanese people are as a good example of cultural appreciation instead of cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
I feel like certain countries don't
You see
understand.
those guys with like the dreadlocks and
Yo, I see
stuff.
that.
But you know what it is? It's because they just love Jamaican people that much.
Yo, those Jamaican
You know,
videos of the
it
Asian guys
comes
I
from-
see it is funny.
It comes from a very authentic place,
Yeah.
though. Whereas I feel like other places, they might be doing it for entertainment and comedic reasons.
Yeah.
And they almost offend people's cultures because of that.
I seen this one guy say something like, black people to Japan, like, we're their anime.
Facts.
We are their anime. Because the way we love anime, y'all, so
Yo,
much.
we love anime, bro.
It's crazy. Every black person, like, if you mention anime, it's either you love it so much or you just don't know.
Yeah.
There's no.
But you know what's so funny? I remember when Naruto was going on, people, like, a lot of people used to say, like, the Uchiha clan was, like, the black people of the Leaf Village. Because think about it. Like, they have, like, crazy genetics, and, like, they're segregated to, like, one place. And man's trying to take them out, like...
They're making their own people try to take them out too.
Facts.
Yeah, oh man.
Yo, the second Hokage.
There's a lot of infighting in the Uchiha clan.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
That actually is crazy.
Yeah. But
So how do I activate my sharing gun?
yeah,
Where's
man. Yo, so who's next? How's your mental health?
Yo, my mental health is good, but an issue that I'm gonna start facing is I'm gonna be taking some night shifts for work type of thing. So I'm trying to flip my sleep schedule, and then with that, I know that's gonna be like a stressful time for me. And I know one good supplement for stress is
Magnesium?
ashwagandha.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about starting to take that. So I think this week I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I've been taking it. It definitely helps, but you gotta be careful because I heard it also makes you very like emotionless. So like when I take it in like increments, right? It's supposed to help you with stress and sleep. I also take magnesium as well. That helps, but like. It's like the stress part of it. Like if you take it too much, it kind of numbs you to certain things, right? So I try not to overdo it.
I recently learned I've been taking the wrong type of magnesium.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the type is magnesium glycinate that helps you with sleep. But I've been taking magnesium citrate, which is like
For the heart or something?
for heart or like stomach or something like that.
Yeah, you definitely got to do your research when you buy these supplements.
Yeah, I think if you get like a blood test, it'll tell you like what vitamins and other things that you're like needing.
You're lacking?
Yeah, needing lacking.
As someone that just went to sleep at 9 a.m. this morning, I would recommend to flip your schedule, chamomile tea, and wherever you like light on from your window, try to black it out as much as possible because your eyes naturally, as soon as they see sunlight, it almost like releases a chemical that you won't be able to sleep. Like you're just conditioned that way.
I've been having blackout curtains, and then another thing, I try to keep my room in red light. That's good for just keeping away from blue light screens. And
Freaky boy.
demon.
I'm crying.
I'm sure he's like it.
I'm crying. It works. So whatever works.
Don't kill me.
Yep, your turn.
My mental health is good. I'm not messing with the cold right now. I'm not a cold person. Not at all.
You're not cold-hearted?
Yeah, I have to think about that. Man.
Some days. But yeah, like I just don't mess with. I wasn't born in the cold. I don't mess with the cold. The cold don't like me. I don't like the cold. It's just if it's not affecting me as bad as it used to, but it's getting to me.
It's the winter.
Yeah, like man, I just every day. I'm just like, I hope I don't have to go outside for too long. Like, if I do go outside, like, I'm being strategic of how long I'm going to be outside. What am I doing?
Yo, and it's getting colder now.
Like,
Yo, it's brick outside.
You know, I can't even, like, sometimes, like, when I start my car, I'm like, oh, shit, like, this is taking too long. You know?
Yo, you got to get that push to start.
The sensors on my car are mosh.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? The steering
Power
one.
steering?
Not the power steering. The
ABS?
sensor, ABS.
Yeah.
That's mosh up every time because I park my car outside for work sometimes. So I'm
So
just like,
freezes
yo,
over.
How am I gonna get home if something else washes? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I'd say that's what's kind of getting to me. Most part, cold.
I'm doing pretty well. I say like my mental health's at a solid right now. I've been taking some more time for myself, which is very hard to do. But I think this year I've been trying to like prioritize that. Kind of like seeing what things that I like to do, and you know, getting into filmmaking was like a passion of mine. So I've been starting to get into that. I've been connecting with some people in filmmaking to kind of like potentially do some festival runs and stuff like that. So that's some interesting stuff that they want to work with me and they want to see me grow. I've been kind of like growing in terms of like my own grassroots stuff, like my own independent community work stuff, and you know, we've been doing really well. I kind of been giving out shoes to the kids, so I think we're about to do maybe about, we did 7 last time. I think this workshop coming, we're either gonna do like 9 or 13 again. So we've been doing pretty good. Like we just started like this year, I would say, like late 2024. But in the short span that we've been having, we've been building up good relationships with companies to fund our projects. I was able to support youth that never had a fresh pair of Air Force Ones before. So for them to get a free pair and customize it too, that was something I wish I had when I was younger. So delivering on those kind of things, and then getting into filmmaking. Yeah, and I think we're gonna take the season for maybe it gets better into a different like era and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that.
About to turn up still.
Yeah, I'm excited because we're almost coming to that 1 year, right?
Yeah.
So from then to now, that really shows the growth. So that's all I'm about right this year around. It's just like, how can I take time for myself, but like foster the garden that we have right now.
Yep.
That's facts.
Well, that has been our episode, guys. I'm joking.
He's slick.
No. I'm playing. But now, honestly, in terms of my mental health, good days, bad days, terrible days. Today's a good day. I think since the year has started, I'm more focused on living over surviving. That's like where my mindset is, right?
Nice.
Like, I think that I think I might have mentioned this on another episode, but I'm gonna say it again. Like, I feel like last year was just like a lot. It was a lot, but I feel like,
2024.
yeah, trust me. I feel like this year is the year that I really want to like start to like reap the benefits of my labor, you know, or reap the fruits of my labor, and actually get to just relax. Cause, bro, like, I'm not gonna tell you guys my age, but like, you know, my 20s is almost over, and like, I kind of want to be able to enjoy these things and look back and be like, all right, like I did this young over doing it when I'm old and not really fully enjoying it, right? So
Can I ask you a question though? What is old to you?
Oh, yeah.
they just updated the patch.
I seen that.
And they, bro, I look at life like a simulation, a game. So that's why I said, yo, they just
The
updated
Matrix.
the patch.
There's
The
why-
patch.
But yo, we in the big bro phase though.
Yeah, so yeah, there's like YNs, big bros,
Y'all are unks to me. I ain't calling
Oh,
y'all.
we know.
I'll take big bro.
I can't
Like,
know
I'll
what-
take big bro. Like,
old heads.
Yeah, unks
Nah.
is like 40,
give me like
42.
5 more years. Yeah,
Yo, I feel like you reach like ultimate unk stash is when you go bald. Like,
But not everybody. Nah, that's old head. That's not old head status.
I know some like guys in their like mid 30s are bald. Like they look like real unks. Like,
Okay.
I hear
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
hear that.
isn't me? So it's like, I don't know, but you guys gotta look at that patch. If you guys have a clip of the patch, we're gonna post it somewhere here.
Yeah,
But
we'll put it up.
yeah, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. But no, that has been this. Honestly, I'm cutting it off from here. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Check out AY. Tell the people where they can find you.
AY Lawson on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever platform you use to stream music, and you can follow me on Instagram at AY Lawson.
Yep. Clap it up for him.
Yeah, thank you for coming, man.
Of course, and shout out to the madam. You know, you guys have been doing this for a year. I feel like I've known about it for a year.
Yeah.
So funny enough, this
Been
being
long
like the first episode of me
Yeah.
being here, like you guys really just use the resources you guys have at your disposal to like execute an idea, and I feel like just executing an idea is the most important step, because that's usually the first step that most people are just afraid to even do.
Yep.
So now that you guys have been doing it for a year, it's like this comes easy, but I can guarantee you the first episode you probably filmed was mentally probably had a lot more weight. But now you guys come in, you set up, you're just like, okay, we're filming episodes of this, because you guys have that like schedule in you now, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So shout out to you guys for just
Appreciate it,
a year of greatness.
Yes,
Yep.
Many more to
Yep.
come.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out us on socials, and take care. Maybe it gets better.
Yes, sir, y'all.